My child, please listen. This moment was chosen for you. I need your undivided attention because I have been trying to reach you, and the time for your breakthrough is now. This is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. The opportunity I am presenting to you today is precious and time-sensitive. If you turn away from this now, you will feel a deep sense of loss later, a quiet ache in your soul for a chance you let slip by. Out of countless souls scrolling through their lives at this very second, this message was destined for only a handful. One has already moved on, unaware of the gift they bypassed. Another is hearing these words alongside you. And then there is you. You are the one my heart has been pursuing with this specific invitation today. A spiritual window is open for you, but it will not stay open indefinitely. In a short while, this unique opportunity for alignment will pass to another soul, and this chance, in this exact form, will not return to you. I have done everything to get your attention, not just in this moment, but for a long, long time. I have been whispering your name in the quiet moments, arranging circumstances, orchestrating encounters, and speaking through people you never realized were messengers from me. Your guardian angel has been working tirelessly on your behalf, knowing that the window for your long-awaited breakthrough is narrowing. The season of delay, which once may have served as a form of protection, is now costing you dearly. It is costing you peace, clarity, and the joy I have destined for you. To show me you are ready, I want you to make a simple declaration of faith. It is a spiritual signature, an agreement between your heart and mine. It is an activation code that signals to the entire spiritual realm that you are prepared to receive the blessings I have been holding for you. Please do this now before you continue. Heaven is watching, not with judgment, but with eager anticipation, waiting to see you step into what I have prepared. I understand why you might hesitate. I know why you almost ignored this. Life has taught you to be guarded, to protect your heart by keeping a safe distance from things that ask for your trust. You have learned to survive by managing your expectations, telling yourself that if you don't hope for too much, you won't be disappointed. You've convinced yourself that if you don't listen too closely to my voice, you won't have to carry the weight of making a life-altering decision. This is not the first time you have delayed. You have felt this pull before many times. You told yourself you would respond to me later, when things settled down, when you felt more prepared, when life wasn't so chaotic. But listen to me with your heart, my beloved child. Later is an illusion. The perfect, easy moment you are waiting for will never arrive. Delay always comes with a hidden cost, a price you don't see until it's already been paid. I have been speaking to you in countless ways. Do you remember those thoughts that came to you suddenly, out of nowhere, and refused to leave? The questions that stirred in your heart and demanded answers you couldn't ignore. Those moments when you paused in the middle of a busy day and felt a deep sense of unease, even when everything on the surface seemed fine. You tried to dismiss those feelings as stress, anxiety, or your imagination running wild. But that was me, planting seeds of truth in your soul, awakening your spirit, and inviting you to look beyond the surface of your life. I also spoke to you through the doors that closed when you were certain they would open. I was there in the opportunities that slipped through your fingers and the carefully laid plans that unraveled. You wondered why your progress felt so slow, why your prayers for direction seemed to go unanswered. You questioned if I was even listening. My child, I was not only listening, I was speaking. Those closed doors and delays were my voice saying, wait, this is not the right path for you. Those pauses were not empty voids. They were filled with my protection, shielding you from routes that would have led to heartache and regret. Heaven has kept a gentle record of your journey. So many times you have felt my presence, sensed the pull toward a deeper connection with me, and then out of fear or uncertainty you stepped back. You weren't stepping away because you didn't care, but because you were tired and unsure of what answering my call might require of you. I understood every moment of your hesitation. I saw your fear, and I never walked away. I remained close, waiting patiently for you. But today is different. Your spiritual timeline has reached a crucial turning point. The grace period for delay is ending. What was once a gentle invitation is now an urgent call. The blessings and clarity available to you in this season will not be available in the same way tomorrow. This is not because I am unkind, but because life operates in seasons. Just like in nature, spiritual windows open and close. You are standing at a crossroads, and choosing to ignore this moment will change you. You cannot walk away from this encounter and remain the same. You will either move closer to your divine purpose or drift further from it. There is no middle ground here. As you read this, you may feel restless, but you don't know why. You lie awake late at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep no longer refreshes you and rest no longer restores your spirit. You've noticed that small annoyances and minor conflicts disturb your peace far more than they used to. A simple conversation replays in your mind for hours, and the quiet confidence you once had has been replaced by a persistent, sourceless unease. You go through your days feeling like you're being chased by something you can't see or name. Decisions that once felt simple now feel overwhelmingly heavy. You second-guess yourself constantly, changing your mind about small things, seeking external validation for choices you used to make with intuitive certainty. This is not a punishment. This is not me being distant or cruel. This is the natural spiritual consequence of drifting from your anchor. When your spirit knows you are not aligned with your purpose, it creates a dissonance that echoes through your entire being. You feel incredibly busy, yet completely unfulfilled. Your calendar is packed, but your heart feels empty. You are constantly in motion, but you feel no sense of a progress toward what truly matters. You are functioning, but you are not thriving. You try to remember what it felt like to have a clear sense of direction, but any attempt to recreate it feels forced and unnatural. It's like trying to wear a pair of shoes that used to fit perfectly but now pinch with every step you take. This is the heavy burden of movement without meaning, of survival without truly living. You put on a brave face at work and for your family, but in the quiet moments, like the silent drive home, you find yourself questioning everything. You are always there to support others, but you feel that no one is truly there for you. You give powerful advice to your friends that you find impossible to follow yourself. You encourage others to believe in their breakthroughs while you have quietly stopped believing they are possible for you. And in the deepest, most honest parts of your soul, you know that something is fundamentally wrong. Something is missing. You know that you have been avoiding the one conversation your heart desperately needs to have with me. There has been a spiritual battle waged over your clarity. Forces you cannot see have been assigned to keep you in a state of confusion, to make your decisions feel impossibly heavy, and to cloud your judgment. They know that the moment you gain true clarity on who you are in me and what you're called to do, their influence over your life and your family line will be broken. This is why your struggle with confusion has felt so intense, why even simple choices have felt so complicated. It is a targeted spiritual attack, designed to keep you paralyzed and stuck. But a divine decree has been issued. This morning, while you were still sleeping, a judgment was made in the courts of heaven. The verdict was now. The sentence for the forces of confusion was immediate 𝐒𝐾𝐒 for you. The execution of that sentence is happening right now. The spiritual entities assigned to cloud your mind have been recalled. Their legal right to interfere with your thoughts has been revoked. As you absorb these words, the fog is lifting. The spiritual heaviness is breaking. Your God-given clarity is being restored to you. As you sit with this message, you might feel a pressure in your chest. That is not anxiety. It is your spirit recognizing a sacred appointment. You might feel a warmth in your hands. That is the energy of divine activation. You might feel tears welling up in your eyes for no apparent reason. That is your soul releasing years of suppressed truth and longing. Pay close attention to these physical sensations, because your body often recognizes spiritual truth before your mind has a chance to process it. Now is the time to make a declaration. It is time to draw a line in the sand and align yourself with heaven's verdict. Acknowledge that the season of postponing your destiny is over. By doing this, you are opening a spiritual portal, giving me permission to release the blessings I have been holding in store for you until you were ready to receive them. Let me tell you about others who stood where you stand now. There was Jennifer, who felt my call for 4 long years. She knew what I was asking of her, but she kept telling herself, later, when things are easier, when I'm stronger. After 4 years of Elither, the ache in her soul became too great to ignore. She finally made her declaration of surrender. Within a week, her entire life was transformed. The career opportunity she thought she had lost came back to her with a better position and double the salary. A relationship she had given up on was miraculously restored. The clarity she had been desperately seeking for years came to her in a powerful wave of understanding. She now calls it the week everything 𝐒𝐾𝐒. Then there was Michael, who ignored 11 clear signs from me over 18 months. Closed doors, prophetic words from friends, recurring dreams, all pointing him in the same direction. But fear kept him frozen in place. The comfort of the familiar felt safer than the uncertainty of stepping out in faith. Then one night, he encountered a message like this one. Something inside him finally broke. His resistance crumbled. He declared his commitment to stop delaying. Within 3 days, circumstances in his life shifted so dramatically that his friends and family were asking him what had happened. Doors that had been locked for years suddenly opened. Opportunities he had stopped praying for appeared out of nowhere. He now tells everyone he meets, the cost of delay is always greater than the cost of obedience. Sarah felt the pull toward her calling for 7 years. 7 full years of knowing deep down that she was made for more, but she buried that feeling, telling herself it was unrealistic. Fear had wrapped itself around her heart like chains. Then one day, she decided to stop delaying. She made her declaration and took one small, terrifying step of faith, even though she couldn't see the full path ahead. Within 3 weeks, strangers began contacting her with opportunities that aligned perfectly with the secret whispers I had placed in her heart 7 years prior. Resources she needed showed up before she even knew to ask for them. She is now living a life she almost convinced herself was impossible. My child, I am not sharing these stories to threaten you. I am warning you because I love you too much to let you continue down a path that leads away from your destiny. If you turn away from this moment, the consequences won't be loud or catastrophic at first. The change will be subtle. The clarity you feel right now will slowly begin to fade. What once felt certain will become hazy again. Your sense of peace will become fragile, easily disturbed by small things. Hearing my voice and sensing my direction will become more difficult. You will continue to function, but your actions will feel hollow, lacking purpose. You will find yourself busy again, but without any real sense of fulfillment. This doesn't happen because I withdraw my love from you, but because prolonged distance from me naturally dulls your spiritual senses. Your ability to recognize my presence and hear my voice diminishes over time. Delayed obedience inevitably leads to misalignment. The urgency you feel is not pressure to perform perfectly. It is a loving call to respond while this window of grace is wide open, while clarity is readily available. Timing is critical in the spiritual realm. Some doors do not remain open forever, not because I am fickle, but because life is always moving forward. Seasons change, people evolve, and circumstances shift. An opportunity for growth and blessing that is present today may not exist in the same way tomorrow. What was once delayed obedience can become a permanently missed opportunity. You are ready now in ways you weren't before. Your past experiences have prepared you for this moment. Your questions are deeper, your prayers are more mature, and your spiritual awareness is sharper than ever. This message couldn't have come to you any earlier because you would not have been ready to receive it. And it cannot wait any longer because the time for your breakthrough is now. I have waited patiently as you've learned, as your heart has softened, and as fear has loosened its grip on you. But we have reached a point where waiting is no longer protecting you. It is preventing you from growing into the person I created you to be. I am not asking you to have everything figured out. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am simply asking you to stay in this moment with me, to listen, and to open your heart just enough to let my truth in. This moment is different from all the others. This is your turning point. Your breakthrough is activating now. Heaven is releasing what delay has held back. Clarity is flooding your mind. Confusion is breaking apart. Direction is forming in your spirit. Spiritual doors are unlocking. New pathways are opening before you. It is done. The season of delay is over. Clarity is yours. Direction is established. Your breakthrough is released. You will not be the same after this moment. Watch what happens in the coming days. Watch what shifts in your circumstances. Watch what new opportunities arise. Watch how differently you feel, lighter, more peaceful, more confident. Watch how clearly you hear my voice. The time of hesitation is finished. You have crossed a threshold. You have made your declaration and heaven has responded. The spiritual forces aligned against you are retreating. Your timeline has shifted. Your destiny has been recalibrated. This is your new reality. Remember this moment. Remember the feeling in your spirit, the declaration you made. Because soon, when your testimony is fully formed, when the breakthrough is undeniable, you will look back on this day and say, that was the moment everything changed. That was the day I stopped running and started responding. That was when my delay ended and my destiny truly began.